There's Baskar. I shouldn't need to search for it because we went there with... What's-his-face? Goodbye? It's just one enemy? It's already dead! Fallen Sanctuary. Oh, this is Fallen Sanctuary. This is where I need to be. Close enough to, what's it called? Baskar. Bum 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 bum. Oh no no. Beast slug. Ow. Get him, Jet. Easy crit. I guess Virginia is faster than Jet. I honestly thought Jet was the fastest, but Jet does have Accelerator, which is probably what I was getting confused with. Bum bum bum. Okay, how do I get to Baskar? You go like north of the Fallen Sanctuary, because Fallen Sanctuary was south of what's it called? It was south of the whatever I'm thinking of. South of Baskar. Wait, maybe retrace my steps here. I really need to search for it again? I wouldn't be shocked if they had you do that. What's this? Can't even go there yet. Yeah, okay, that makes more sense. Baskar Colony. Personally, I'd order the characters based on speed level so you remember who goes first, or I could just keep the orders whatever I want. I mean, I'll learn in time who's the fastest. I mean, I already learned Virginia's the fastest, and then Jet is the second fastest. Jet is like, I thought Jet was the fastest, but Jet has Accelerator, so Jet has the like priority move that's like, oh, he goes first, which ideally makes him the fastest, but in normal circumstances, Virginia is the fastest. So this is Gallows' hometown. Also known as Baskar Colony, where the people believe in the powers that sustain the world, the Guardians. You sure don't react much. Well, I must go finish my assignment. Would you mind introducing me to a lady named Hale? She's the one who assigned me to the task of delivering the Arc Scepter. Who, me? Introduce you to Granny? I ran away from here 3 months ago. Everyone thinks I'm dead. Oh, it's a big problem for you, buddy. Brother. Oh, well, Shane's probably surprised to see you. You're home. This is like a dream come true. I did not even foresee this in my dream sight. Although grandmother did say you would be home soon, she was absolutely right. So, he's family, as well as Hale. Oh, man. Oh, Gallows. Yes, that's the Arc Scepter, alright. A job well done. Here's your reward, and a little extra just to show my appreciation. Go on, take it. 1,200 Gela. Looks like I caused you more trouble than you bargained for. Not only did you deliver the Arc Scepter, you also brought home my incompetent grandson. Hey, leave me out of this. It was just a coincidence that I came home. Not necessarily. She did mention I may also have to deliver a troublesome package. I had no idea that package would be you until now. I figured robbers and thugs would jump at the Arc Scepter if I released information about its transport. And that this boy would go after it too. I never imagined it would be this easy. I should have known, you and your dirty tricks, Granny. But tell me this. If you wanted me back here, does that mean that I've had the real Arc Scepter all along? And the one we delivered fake? I'm back. Oh, you're so pitiful. Listen well. The Arc Scepter you took, the one transported by train, and the two over there. All four of these are genuine Arc Scepters. Gallows, don't tell me you thought there was only one Arc Scepter in the world. I mean, when you have a name like that, it's kind of a common assumption. Your lack of discipline for your studies is truly atrocious. I thought I had taught that to you in Shane. Is that true? The Arc Scepter is a staff which can transmit and receive willpower. In other words, it's a sacred artifact used to communicate with the Guardians. There are a total of 4 Arc Scepters in the world. They were enshrined at various places that worship Guardians, but are gathered here now. The bearer of an Arc Scepter is capable of sensing the presence of spiritual Guardians, which means he or she is capable of materializing and utilizing the power of Guardians in this world. The bearer of the Arc Scepter has the right to use the power of the Guardian. But the bearer also has the right to kill the Guardian. Huh? Shall we go for a walk? I'll continue my story then. The Arc Scepter made it to the colony safely, away from the hands of villains. Thanks to all of you, that is. But I do have a new mission I would like to ask of you. You want us to kill the Guardians? Not exactly. I've been training hard to become a priest, and in the past year or so, I've developed a special ability where I can foresee future events through my dreams. It is called Dream Sight. Through this legendary supernatural power, I was forewarned of the following apocalypse. A blue shadow will rise from the ancient den on our planet, Filgaia. The resurrected blue shadow will wield a sharp, cold sparkle that will eat away the planet. Ah, the Cooper Belt equivalent? People, animals, and all their life forms will be devoured, and eventually Filgaia itself. This is very Cooper Belt. But there's no absolute proof or evidence to back it up. It's just a dream, but this is my kid brother's dream. Trust me, his dreams always come true. Yeah, more like a vision. Thank you, brother. I call it the Blue Menace. But this threat is not all the dream speaks of. It also tells of how the Blue Shadow will be defeated. The Blue Shadow shall be expelled by releasing the chains which bind the Guardians. Filgaia will eventually rejuvenate, and the little girl will bring about peace and tranquility. My next mission to you is to release the Guardians. This may be a job for your grandson, but we're not Baskars. I mean, but we're the 4 JRPG protagonists that have to help save the world from an impending doom. So it's kind of on our contract. You can do it. When I said that the bearer of the Arc Scepter has the right to kill a Guardian, I meant you must face it in battle. It proves you're worthy to face these intangible, invisible beings. And by fighting and proving your strength, the Guardian will be released from the earth, transferring itself into a medium. Oh, we get to fight the Guardians and then get their power? I like that. That's neat. What's a medium? Virginia, have you not played the other 2 Wild Arms games? Come on, girl. This is a medium. It can be considered a passport that allows mankind to shape the planet and manipulate various powers. But this one here is an imitation made from Baskar technology by extracting the breath of the planet like water and wind and refining it. This mission requires you to complete a high-density, pure medium from bare bones of the planet's breath, the Guardians. Thank you kindly for looking after my incompetent grandson. Please return to the planet. Words. Why'd you have to do that, Grandpa? Did I just lose that medium? Lame. A pure medium is much more powerful. All you have to do now is get one. You wield the Arc Scepter, do you not? Prove your strength to the Guardian. Aww. Pardon me. But we're only here because we happen to meet by chance. We're not a team, nor do we have a reason to prove our strength to the Guardians. However, you did call this a mission. Would you mind explaining what our reward would be should we accept the mission? A reward? Ah, yes, a reward. Jet takes money. The reward will be the mediums transformed from Guardians. Take it. Excuse me? Wipe that stern look off your face. Your good looks will go to waste. There are 4 Arc Scepters and there are 4 of you. Each one of you is worthy to face a Guardian. What you all do with the medium afterwards is none of my concern. Wait just a minute, Granny. Guardians and their mediums are valuable assets to us Baskars. We turn to them for guidance. But you would just give away these mediums to complete strangers? I always thought you were a little slow, but now I just think you're completely senile. My, now that's a surprise. I never realized you were so passionate about our old traditions. Perhaps you're more conservative than I thought. Even if we Baskars were to face the Guardians and receive their mediums, all we would do is enshrine them at this altar and leave them here. And what good would that do? I believe that entrusting the mediums to drifters who traverse the vast wasteland is the true meaning behind releasing the Guardians. In a sense, it may be a long shot, but I believe this gamble is necessary based on the dreams Shane had. I know this sounds like a crazy mission, but please consider. I mean, this world needs heroes. As Wild Arms 2 taught me. I'm in. I want my medium back. I can't back down. Honestly, fair. You lost your medium, you want one back. Gallows has felt the power. I'm more drawn in by her story than anything else. Guardians, the power that sustained the world. To come into contact with a mysterious entity means... I don't care either way. If we get it, we can always sell it. I'm in if there's money. Very, very based of Jet. I'm not sure, but I do feel excited. It's like an adventure for drifters. I've always dreamed about that. Yo, you play Grandia? Great game. Virginia's just in for the adventure. I can relate. Looks like you've decided. We all have our reasons, but our goal is the same. The four of us would like to accept the mission to release the Guardians. You made a wise decision. Not the fact that you accepted the mission, but the fact that all four of you will carry out the mission together. The Guardians have sealed their bodies in a distant time, but still exist today in intangible forms. Their strength far exceeds those of humans, so you should all watch out for each other. There's no need to rush. Prepare all you want before you prove your strength to the Guardians. It may be wise to brush up your skills and learn more about the Guardians here at Baskar. During dialogue, words may appear green letters, signify they hold an important meaning. Press square while green letters are displayed to activate the Ask system. Ask system. Oh, activate selected keyword. Ask system lets you inquire about the word you activated. After selecting the keyword, press X to get more information about it. This is like FF2's keyword system? Press O to cancel, yada yada. Alright. Instead of reading the explanation, why don't you give it a try? You'll get the hang of it that way. I'll now give you a brief explanation about the sanctuary which you must do with Guardians, yada yada. Guardians are sealed at the base of the southern foothills, so square. Ask. On the foothills of the ranges of Zenom lies the presence of Guardians who represent the element of all things. Knowledge is power, don't forget. Okay, so that's like a easier way to find locations, I guess? The Arc Scepter was meant to be wielded only by the Ordained. Caution is required when handling it. It's the heritage of the ancients that allow us to continue with things that have no form. That's why priests are trained from an earlier age to augur the flow of the Guardian's power. Wait. Please do not lose sight of the meaning of your powers. Many will suffer if you fall from the path of righteousness. Okay. It either A, makes finding areas easier, or B, adds more lore. Which, either way, I'm down. It's a great thing to merge your consciousness with the Guardians. That's why our ancestors left it for us. Oh, yes, I will buy stuff. Will I buy stuff? I'm probably gonna need, like, at least a few of these status ailments. Wild Arms. Based on the first two games, Wild Arms loves its status ailments. Seed powder? Sure. I don't recognize that status ailment. That's a new one. Also, horse from anywhere? What? Yes, please? I want to ride a horse. Sounds awesome. I did see them riding horses in the opening, so I was expecting horses to make an appearance. Hey, doggo. You can hear different things when you change the party leader. Make my brother the party... Okay, interesting. Similar to, other games that have you change party leaders. They take that into account. You're gonna release the Guardians, right? I suggest you further hone your skills before you try. After all, Guardians aren't going anywhere. And I'm not just saying that. You'll stay here with me in the village. You've never been able to buckle down and focus. Look at Shane. He's 7 years younger than you, but he earns his keep and still trains hard every day. Good for Shane. How you been? Looks like you lost weight. Well, go say hi to your granny. Oh, you look alright. No wrinkles or scars or anything. Just keep up the good work. We're all rooting for you. Yeah, I already talked to my granny. Much of the lost knowledge of Filgaia is still alive in Baskar. He never did like listening to our stories, but knowledge is power. Lend an ear to the legends if you want to survive the wasteland. Yeah, Gallows, hit the books. It's said that he who gains the Arc Scepter can sense the will of the Guardians and the basic power of all things. You must grasp the flow of opposing elements, earth and wind, fire and ice, water and thunder, light and dark. Though comprehension of the opposing elements, you can come to know the truth about Filgaia and the Guardians. Your medium's materialization of the power of Shoedark. I think that part about Shoedark sounds familiar. I think I read that in Gallows' prologue. Did the elements always have opposing natures like that in the original Wild Arms and Wild Arms 2, or is that the Wild Arms 3 thing? Wait, where am I supposed to go? Oh wait, we're going to the Fallen Sanctuary. Which we've already located. So I'm gonna guess that we're actually going to where I went with Gallows and they had all the Guardian, like, pedestals. I'm gonna guess we're going there now. That's probably what we end up using that for. Ba-na, ba-na, na, 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 na. I love the characters just running around the battles. Or, not the battles, running around the field. That's a neat touch. It adds to the whole, like, most games are like, hey, they just line up and do their turns. Adds a bit of character to the gameplay. It's different than I imagined. It's hard to explain, but you thought it'd be a lot more beautiful and glorious. Does that explain it? The sanctuary housing guardians, the power that sustains the world, you do have certain expectations. Suits me just fine. This place is just like Filgaia, empty and barren with only the dry winds blowing through. Is Filgaia the way it is because this is how Guardians are, or is it the other way around? Ah, who cares? Huh? I think it's trying to tell us something. Yo, what do we do? I don't know, don't ask me. Wouldn't you be the one to know? We were a little unprepared. We should have inquired as to its proper handling. Man, it really shows that you guys are strangers and don't know each other. Something's beginning to swell up. I don't think I can hold it any longer. Mystical light! All turn-based games should have something like the running. It's definitely nice when they do. Like in Grandia, the characters are running around a lot. That's like a somewhat of an active turn-based thing, but same thing. I do like it in Grandia when the characters are like running around as well, doing their moves. Where's the Arc Scepter? Perhaps this phosphorescence is a ritual meant for the bearer of the Arc Scepter. Does that mean we've officially been deemed bearers? What was that? Oh, my head. My hangovers were never this bad. Is this a migraine? Pressure inside our heads does feel indeed like one. However, this feels as if... Oh, hangovers. I know the feeling. Someone is calling to us from deep within our hearts. It's soft, but very loud at the same time. If this really is the shrine where the Guardians are worshipped, then this voice must be. Let's go. 4 monuments, 4 guardians for the characters here.